Alright, guys. You're on Rage TV. I'm your host, Ragey Boo. You know the drill. Rage TV. Oh, yeah. Boom. Here we go. And I'm bringing you Marine Arena Masters. That's right. I haven't been casting this in forever. I'm really excited to do it. Excuse me. Bottom left-hand side, it's going to be Disaster with I'm Not Grayson. Top left-hand side, it's going to be Mythic with Koi Fish. I think that's fish. Yeah, looks like it. Top right-hand side, it's going to be Mastermind with Cerno. And bottom right-hand side, it's going to be xTBaGx with Whirling. It looks like an Infestor already coming out. And man, I'm eating these cheesy sticks. Oh, and they're so delicious. But I'm finding I need a little bit of water. So give me just a quick second, guys. I will be right back. Let's throw this on a player cam real quick. Oh, let's do Whirling. Why not? There we go. Be right back, guys.
Your forces under attack. Our allies are in attack mode complete.
Alright, hope I didn't miss too much. It looks like there's some back and forth already going on with Koi Fish and Cerno. And also Grayson fighting it off with Mythic. There's a fungal that goes down on Mastermind's units. Disaster cleaning out Koi Fish. Oh, man. Losing a lot of units there. What is he down to? Ooh, 123. Double Dustwing coming out for Cerno. And it looks like Whirling deciding to go with Marine Ling. And also Sexy Sauce with Zealot. Okay. Very interesting. Does he have Stim as well? No, he does not. And he doesn't have any upgrade. Saving his money. Okay. Very interesting. I have no idea what build he's going to decide to go with. I can't really foresee like a honey badger or anything like that, but he is saving up his money. That Infestor is level 0, not upgrading it. Doesn't quite have enough yet. He's waiting for those big fungals. The EMP does go down. And, oh, it's not enough to kill those units, though. And Koi Fish coming out. I think they have a decent concave, but Mythic decides to back out. And, oh, a big fungal. Barely alive, though, is that Fester. Ooh. Mythic very, very close to losing that. And it looks like Disaster killing off one of the Duskwings. That's going to be huge. And a Mothership coming out. Wow. Already one attack up. And that's going to put Disaster in a nice lead form. Looks like Grayson deciding to go with a Ghost Opener. He does have that Sentry. Only a singular one. One Sentry. Should be enough, though, to clean out these units. In fact, I think the Marauder had like a really huge like damage or splash increase or something. Because they are seriously good now. Very strong, as you can see. Both Crosspawn has decided to go with it. Sorry, not Crosspawn. Left side. And Grayson using that Guardian Shield. I feel like this is a little bit loud. That's a little bit better. Hopefully it's not going to be so overpowering now. And Whirling with that one attack. Sexy Sauce still saving up. No upgrades at all. Really, really interesting. He's got to be saving up for a hero. Or possibly fast tier 3? Tier 4 maybe? The tier 4 I can understand, but tier 3 you can usually get upgrades and afford it. So saving up that money is not necessarily required. And it looks like Disaster, does he have enough for the Vortex? He does, and he does decide to use it. Didn't use it on the Zealots, though, and ends up losing a lot of army here. Disaster and Grayson already off to a fairly good start. And I wonder if Whirling has shared control. Nope, does not. I'm not sure if the shared control was taken out and not put back in yet, or what. I actually don't know. I think it was taken out for the tournament, but then it was put back in. So I assume it's still in. And nice, that's a cute little force field just to kind of keep those units from retreating. Might have been a little bit unnecessary, but that's okay. And Disaster and Grayson are just pulling into a really huge lead early on. Grayson with 4 elites already, whoa. 5, actually. Going with just like a plethora. Viking, Medi, Duskwing. Wow. Doing the invitational strats. Now the only thing about this build is if you go this build, as long as you don't lose any of your elites, it can be very strong, but if you lose even 1 elite, it can make a difference. And we'll see if that happens here today. It looks like none of the elites were focused down during that fight. And Whirling coming in from the side. Has to be careful of the Vortex. And there we go. A Honey Badger. Interesting. Fast Honey Badger, too. 7 minutes. It could be faster. It definitely can be faster than that. But getting it out before the 10-minute mark can usually do some good. And if he pumps just pure armor and levels it up, that's going to be really good for Whirling, actually. They should be able to work very well together. The ultimate tank for Whirling. And hopefully Sexy Sauce turns around and addresses the elephant in the room, Disaster. Oh no! Deciding to push forward, and they could get trapped here. Going straight for Mastermind instead. And that Honey Badger is really weak. Oh, it's getting focused down. It's super low. Oh, and he runs right into the army. Losing it early? Oh. Should have attacked. Should have scanned and attacked Disaster first. Leaving him like that to get that surround was just no bueno. And he doesn't have enough to revive. I don't feel like he does. Maybe he does. There we go. Just now getting enough. And not a moment too soon either, because they definitely need that Honey Badger to come back out. Ooh, and the Fester going down. Disaster using that mini mothership. I like that, but the army in the middle is a little bit exposed. Doesn't want to overextend. Corruption going down on the units, but didn't get him. Instead, Whirling decides to push in, and I think Disaster should be able to pick off a few units here. The Honey Badger coming back out. Losing that Honey Badger early is just, oh man, harsh, really. Disaster and Grayson have a very comfortable lead. Everyone else is still fairly even. And again, not addressing Disaster, going just purely top right. What is going on here? Very peculiar indeed, and we're at the 10-minute mark. And the only person that's above 2,000 here is Mastermind. Grayson and Disaster already really far ahead, almost reaching 4,000. Grayson doing very well with his elites. Hasn't lost a single one yet. Very strong after 10 minutes, almost at that 4,000 mark is pretty impressive. The fungal does go down, but he is out of energy. Oh no, wait, it looked like he had at least enough for one more. Meanwhile, Sexy Sauce is engaging Disaster. Shouldn't do it without whirling, though. And the Honey Badger is at level 0. Currently no armor ups. Has to work so close with whirling. In fact, I think Sexy Sauce should just put a lot of his units back home. Doesn't really need them. And there he goes. He does rush back that Honey Badger very low. Almost losing it. That would be for the second time this game. Disaster coming in with the mothership. Does have it enough for 2 Vortex. Down goes 1. And are they going to get the surround on these units? No, in fact, leaving them there. Does have enough for 1 more Vortex. You know, I think they could have got the surround on that, on those units there. Missing a little bit of an opportunity. But at this point, they're already double. Grayson going up to 4,521. And the fungal going down. Is that going to be a big fungal? Yes, it did kill some of the Marines, but not all of them. It's really interesting that only some of them took damage there. Looks like the fungal's going down. Timing it a little fast. Needs to wait just a little bit. There we go. Remember, there is a timer and they do not stack. So waiting for those units to get done and then going in is the ideal way to handle it when using the Infestor. Meanwhile, it looks like the Honey Badger is engaging Disaster. Needs to throw down the scan, and Whirling is just losing units left and right here. And Whirling with the stim, going after the Lancers. I think that's okay, as long as the Honey Badger's in front. But again, they're not dealing with Disaster. And they need to address that Disaster is pushing in. And just in case you guys didn't know out there, the Overseer move speed did get nerfed. It's only down to 5 right now. It's very, very low. Low speed. To give you perspective, the Medibabe flies at like 7 point... I want to say like 3.5 or something like that. So it has almost 2.5 more movement speed. Basically a 1.25. Or 1.5, actually. And Grayson pushing forward with those dusts. Not even getting focused. I can't believe they're not focusing those dust wings. Focusing the army purely instead. And that Honey Badger running back, I'm not sure why he ran back. Needs to address the army. What is he doing? Instead attacking the Corruptor and moving in with a bunch of... oh my god. A bunch of Zealots there. Essentially feeding. And Whirling, it seems like bottom right is just not working very well together. a little bit of miscommunication or just mismicro, unable to read each other. Sometimes synergy in games, guys, is very important. Very, very important indeed. And I can see that bottom right just is not in the zone. A little bit of trash talk going on, I love it. And just kind of cycling through these units here, I'm also still eating. It's like totally dinner time. I'm hungry. Excuse me, just cycling through. It looks like 4 of that honey badger. And very nice upgrades coming out from Grayson. However, not switching his tech. He's still at tier 1. Really, really crazy. Can't believe that tier 1 is still in the game after 16 minutes. Already some tier 3s out on the field. We do have the destroyers. Finally, the honey badger coming out front. Tanking a little bit there. It does back at Y. There we go. We're only needing that tank, and that tank is nowhere to be found. Looks like Mastermind getting a little bit of feed from Koi Fish. He desperately needs it with Grayson at 6,500. Tournament winner, by the way. Really just showing how to work these units. I can't believe tier 1 is just so effective. Really, really just awesome. I mean, if you guys want to learn anything, that's right there. It's incredible. Using all those elites to great effect. And so far his elites have not died yet. And that I think is really the key, just the fact that the elites have not died. And wisely keeping that Overseer back as the move speed was nerfed. Wants to keep it at a safe distance. He is moving forward though, he could possibly get that Infestor. And it is held, and it was focused down, and wow, it went down super quick. Grayson with good control there. And there we go, the honey badger now up front. Scan does go down, focusing the mothership. We're only losing a lot of units here though. Doesn't want to lose too much. Meanwhile, Grayson and Cerno have come in. Force fields go down, but they can blink outside of it. Corruption goes down. Mythic reviving his Infestor. Honey Badger, 1 armor. He is going in at Mastermind's units. They are doing a lot of damage, but Disaster coming in from the bottom left-hand side, and Whirling needs to back out. Does back out. Meanwhile, Mythic coming in. Oh, Grayson could be losing his first elite. No! Barely escaping. Wow. And Mastermind playing dirty, attacking while he was focusing that down. Honey Badger almost being destroyed. And Grayson at 8k. Very nice. I mean, that's great. guys might have heard me chomping away. I'm super hungry. But Grayson losing a Medibabe there. The first elite to go down in this entire game. 20 minutes in. And Grayson, wow. Almost at 10,000 in 20 minutes. That's really fast. Grayson going absolutely crazy this game. And it looks like Koi Fish deciding to come out with the Birdalisk. Almost befitting. As it does kind of look a little bit like a fish. A really spiny fish. I don't know if it's because of that tail or what. It's like a mix between a fish and a roach. Maybe that's what a Brutalisk is. Maybe it was a beetle or a roach. Either one. They found a fish, and they fell deeply in love. And eventually, that came out. Could you imagine? That'd be one scary baby. The poor mother. If it came out with those spikes, ouch. And Grayson at 22-22, over 10,000. Very strong. Mastermind using some Seeker missiles. Not too effective though, only doing 222 damage. They are at 410. Meanwhile, the Honey Badger is still at level 2, only 1 armor. And the Honey Badger hasn't been too effective. Still a little bit indecisive on what to go. Looks like Temple's coming out from Sexy Sauce. Now that is going to help. At least a little bit. For sure against the Goliaths. Not too much against the Marauders. Their splash damage is just so huge. And with those concussion shells, it does slow them down. And look at the concave. No, they should not be fighting this. And I feel like that's a really big mistake. Yes, they do get that mothership, but I just don't think they have the army. And in fact, the Honey Badger does go down, and Whirling needing to back out there. Oh. Going after an army that's pretty much double in your points like that, and they have the high ground, and they have the superior concave? What are you doing? Pretty much at that point. That's when you say, what the fuck? What are they doing? That's just strange. Don't do that. Guys, please stop. Please don't do that. Just stop. I mean, honestly, though, I give him props, but his force field's very strong. And, the Marauders just had a great position, doing lots of damage. Losing that Honey Badger. And I love the BM coming out from Grayson. Is Grayson going to wait on the hold here? I don't even think he has the Overseer. Did he lose that Overseer? No. It is still there, I guess. Well, yeah, he did lose his Overseer. And, Disaster losing his. Trying to go for that Honey Badger. That was a great save. And Sexy Sauce with a little bit of the trash talk. That's pretty funny. And is Grayson going to be able to finish this? Oh, losing those command centers just doesn't quite have the army. I think he sees that Disaster is in a little bit of trouble, decides to back out, doesn't want to get surrounded. In fact, I feel like top left missed a little bit of an opportunity there. Grayson still with those Dusk Wings. 9 attack. Look at that. They're so strong. Screecher missiles doing over 60 damage each. It is slightly splashed. Wow, look at that. Just a couple of volleys takes out a Brutalisk at 410 hit points. It looks like everyone pretty much coming to their senses at this point. They know that they can't win. And, could be in a lot of trouble here. He might lose that Honey Badger. Yes, it does go down. And everyone pretty much saying GG. 26-minute mark, almost 15,000. World record time it sees. Oh my gosh. What is he going to finish at? 15,000. Could he reach 16? It's so close. Should have that winner score coming up here any moment unless it's waiting for the CCs. I think that's all we're waiting for is just CCs. Everyone has left. It's definitely over. And I think it's still counting Koi Fish is still here and bottom right. For some reason it's not letting me select that CC. There we go. Maybe the hitbox is a little bit bugged. That's trippy. Is he going to make it? He does. Wow, 16K. That is a ton of money. And Grayson should be very, very happy with that result. Very strong team. And Nerf Grayson indeed. Wow. Very strong. 17,009. That 9 is very important, guys. It makes all the difference. And your winners here tonight are going to be TryHrd's I'm Not Grayson and xTBaG. And also one more X. Disaster. Great job, guys. MA Masters. Whew, it's been a while and I miss it. Ooh, so just powerful. And excellent skill coming out from each and every one of these players. Guys, I'm Ragey Poo. Hope you enjoyed this cast. And if you did, click that follow button. If you happen to be watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. We'll see you later.